My wife used to say she didn't understand why I make my living working with my hands. She made a junk bond daddy, busted up our home. He made his living on the telephone. Daddy spied my darling, phoned her up and then they took off next morning and they won't be back again. I may not be good looking and I've never been to school. I fixed up my broken home using simple tools. Simple tools, simple tools. I use simple tools. I'm just a common, ordinary, workaday fool. I may not be the brightest bulb or the straightest rule, but I fix my broken home using simple tools. I can talk to girls in bars, maybe a few, share a glass of wine or maybe two. I might wake up in Gay Paris, a good old San Berdou, where the girls appreciate a guy who uses simple tools. I won't be running around all night wondering what to do, and I won't be phoning up the morgue searching for you, or beating down your memory with one of your old shoes. I fix my broken heart using simple tools. Simple tools, simple tools. I use simple tools. I'm just a common, ordinary, workaday fool. I might not be the brightest bulb or the sharpest tool, but I fix my broken heart using simple tools. Simple tools, simple tools. I use simple tools. I'm just a common, ordinary, workaday fool. I might not be the brightest bulb or the straightest rule, but I fix my broken heart using simple tools. Well, thank you. And thank you for welcoming me to the Tilton Library. My name is Mike Orlen. I'll be here for a while. According to the sign, I'm from 7 till August 12th. Back a while ago, I wrote a few songs for the Connecticut River Watershed Council, and well, here's the first one. So many rivers, so many mountains, so many miles, I stopped counting. So many times I heard myself say, I've got to get back to the valley one day, when my body's old and feeble and my memory is like a sieve. I just want the Connecticut and a dog I won't outlive. Big muddy river, big muddy dog. The current is slow, but it's strong. From bellows to Turners and over the falls, I've got to get back to the valley, my home. When my body's old and feeble and my memory is like a sieve, I just want the Connecticut and a dog I won't outlive. When my body's old and feeble and my memory is like a sieve, I just want the Connecticut and a dog I won't outlive. I just want the Connecticut and a dog I won't outlive. Oh, there have been more than one. The one that came to mind as I was writing that, though, his name was Woody. This is a song was written by an old friend of mine. It's a song I first learned in 1966. Doesn't sound that long ago if you say it fast. It's an old Carl Watanabe tune. Well, hey, hey, babe, send me a ticket to you. Say, hey, hey, babe, send me a ticket to you. Well, you sounded mighty fine on the phone. I'm $99 from home, and I promised not to cash it like I'd done the times before. I'm a-coming to you, hear your money knocking on your door. Well, I'm tired of being just another rich boy's clown. Say, I'm tired of being just another rich boy's clown. I sure won't never forget all the rich boys I've met, 'cause they bang me on the forehead with their heavy money bags. I'm a-coming to you with my pockets full of dirty old rags. Pick it, Mike. I never wrote you, I never had nothing to say. No, I never wrote you, I never had nothing to say. I'm sleeping on the cold, cold ground, and the loving words won't come around. You know it's hard to speak of loving with this empty stomach growling pain. I'm a-coming to you like a sack of letters on a mail train. Send me a ticket to you. Say, hey, hey, babe, send me a ticket to you. Well, you sounded mighty fine on the phone. I'm $99 from home, and I promise not to cash it like I done the times before. I'm a-coming to you, hear your money knocking on your door. Been feeding the wildlife up here. Oh, let's see. Well, this song's got a bad word in it. Ooh, who said that? It's not one of the real bad ones. But whenever I play at a place like this, when there are kids around, I'm going to blur it. It's such a great song. I really want to do it. I'm a real sucker for songs about sports. And this was written by a young songwriter from East Hampton named Abe Loomis. Won in Louisville last night. Another town, another fight. Left some dreamer on the mat. He'd never seen a left like that. Broken knuckle, black and sore. I signed on for this before. Way back when I was a kid. Fighting is just what I did. Come on, Davy, knock me down. Been too long here in this town. Nothing to hold me anymore. Just your local dinosaur. Come on, buddy, shake a leg. You wanna see a giant beg. But you got to earn the golden crown. Come on, Davy, knock me down. Could've left here once, I guess. That one time if I'd said yes, I'd be a millionaire by now. Watch my money on the Dow. Probably have kids and a wife, some kind of crazy happy life. Now I'm really talking shit. Hey David, where'd you learn to hit? Took my water at the bell, spat into the wishing well, walked outside into the night. Broken bottle cut my face, somebody threw it from someplace. I guess my hands were kind of low. Come on, Davy, knock me down. Been too long here in this town. Nothing to hold me anymore. Just your local dinosaur. Come on, buddy, shake a leg. You wanna see a giant beg. But you got to earn the golden crown. Come on, Davy, knock me down. Come on, Davy, knock me down. Been too long here in this town. Nothing to hold me anymore. Just your local dinosaur. Come on, buddy, shake a leg. You wanna see a giant beg, but you got to earn the golden crown. Come on, Davy, knock me down. Come on, Davy, knock me down. Come on, Davy.
Take it right out of there.
All right. Thank you so much, Michael. I asked all the musicians to send me little promos for our posters, and so I'm going to read the one that he sent us because it was the one that was most thoughtfully prepared. Oh, he didn't write it, he tells me now. So Michael is a singer-songwriter with roots in the Boston music scene of the late 60s and early 70s. He has performed alone and as a member of a folk pop duo, Orlen and Gabriel, as well as the popular 70s acoustic rock trio, Home Free. He plays songs that resonate in today's world, confident expressions of optimism with a dose of irony thrown in. So he hails from Amherst these days, and obviously he's really making us look really good this year. So thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate it.
Earth tilts one way, the ice pack goes. Everything greens up nicely. Earth tilts the other way, before you know, you're out there shoveling your driveway. That's just something I observed is true. I don't let it change the things I do. If you keep on playing, eventually you're gonna win. That's the basket all of my eggs are in. If I'm downtown waiting for the train when my ship comes in, you just gotta forgive me for all this acting strange. It's much too late to change. Meantime, I just complain about the weather. At least I'm doing something. Lightning, wind, hail, freezing, rain, whatever. I'm only sure of one thing. I'm not here to raise the bar for you. Don't you let me change the things you do. If you keep on playing, eventually you're gonna win. That's the basket all of my eggs are in. If I'm downtown waiting for the train when my ship comes in, you just gotta forgive me for all this acting strange. It's much too late to change. So don't look for hidden meaning here. Don't read between the rhymes. Just a half a dozen wires, a wooden box and a pencil out of its mind. And one or two things I've observed is true. I don't let them change the things I do. If you keep on playing, eventually you're gonna win. That's the basket all of my eggs are in. If I'm downtown waiting for the train when my ship comes in, you just gotta forgive me for all this acting strange. It's much too late to change. So if I'm downtown waiting for the train when my ship comes in, you just gotta forgive me for all this acting strange. It's much too late to change. Well, thank you. As I said, I'm a sucker for songs about sports, so I've written a couple. Although this isn't really about sports. Back in 1913, the greatest golfer on the planet, I'm sure there's some golfers here. Just one? Was an Englishman named Harry Vardon. And that year he came to Brookline, Massachusetts to compete in our national championship, the U.S. Open, where he was soundly defeated by a young caddy who lived across the street, a fellow named Francis Ouimet. A good movie, yes. About 100 years later, somebody asked me to write a song about underdogs. I know what you're thinking. I know how you feel. You spend your days pushing a rock up a hill. And just when you've made it, just when you're through, seems there's always a faster dog than you. Remember Goliath and David, Vardon, Ouimet. How the Baltimore Orioles met the 69 Mets. The arrows of fortune will fall where they may. A dog'll have his day. I know you've been thinking you've no way to turn, no way to cash in the things that you've learned. But you're always the cowboy struggling through, always facing a bigger dog than you. I know that this isn't my best written song. It's good to be right, I don't mind being wrong. I just thought you might need to hear someone say, you can take that bigger dog today. Goliath and David, Vardon, Ouimet. How the Baltimore Orioles met the 69 Mets. Arrows of fortune will fall where they may. A dog'll have his day. The arrows of fortune will fall where they may. A dog'll have his day. Thank you. This is a song written by a very dear old friend of mine, Desmond Burke, a songwriter from Holyoke. And an immigrant from Ireland. Looking out from the dock, I know it'd do no harm to go back in time to the immigrant line, waiting to sail from home. Days of old I've been told with a sadness in their eyes, waiting for the ship to sail from home. Sail from home, sail from home, waiting for the ship to sail through the famine years, all the tears they said their last goodbyes. Wandered down through Queenstown to the Cove of Cork, young and old, the brave and bold, with a sadness in their eyes, waiting for the ship to sail from home. Sail from home, sail from home, waiting for the ship to sail from home. Sail from home, sail from home, waiting for the ship to sail from home. Stood on the dock for a second time just a while ago. The first time was in the immigrant line, waiting to sail from home. I've returned to live and learn of the sadness in their eyes, waiting for the ship to sail from home. Sail from home, sail from home, waiting for the ship to sail from home. Sail from home, sail from home, waiting for the ship to sail from home. Looking out from the dock, I know it'd do no harm to go back in time to the immigrant line, waiting to sail from home. Days of old, I've been told, with a sadness in their eyes, waiting for the ship to sail from home. Sail from home, sail from home, waiting for the ship to sail from home. Sail from home, sail from home, waiting for the ship to sail from home. Waiting for the ship to sail from home. Well, I know what you're thinking out there. When's he going to do a Brian Wilson song? Well, your wait is over. This song was written a long time ago, back when they used to write beautiful ballads about drag racing. Well, it's been building up inside of me for I don't know how long. I don't know why, but I keep thinking something's bound to go wrong. Then she looks in my eyes and makes me realize when she says, "Don't worry, baby, everything will turn out alright. Don't worry, baby, everything will turn out alright. Don't worry, baby." I guess I ought to keep my mouth shut when I start to brag about my car. But I can't back down now because I pushed the other guys too far. She makes me come alive. She makes me wanna drive when she says, don't worry, baby, everything will turn out all right. Don't worry, baby. Don't worry, baby, when you race today, just take along my love with you. And if you knew how much I loved you, baby, nothing could go wrong with you. Oh, what she does to me when she makes love to me and she says, don't worry, baby, everything will turn out all right. Don't worry, baby, everything will turn out all right. Don't worry, baby, everything will turn out all right. Well, thank you. Gonna stick my head in the vice and squeeze myself right out of my mind. I know it's going to be so nice when I succeed in going out of my mind. Yes, I'll have no time to linger as I'm grinding through the wringer of an old-fashioned washing machine. But just about then I get to thinking of you. Now I get to thinking there's not a thing I can do to get you out of my mind. I've been wandering both early and late, trying hard to walk off these blues. The only thing that I've succeeded in was to wear out my new trash can shoes. And though my feet ain't slipping, my mind's gone back to tripping back to where it used to be. Along familiar sidewalks, I'm taking my cues, picking through the trash cans, collecting my dues. Still wondering what it is I've got to do to get you out of my mind. Just how long it can be, I just can't see. I got myself too hung up to try. If I could let things slip, then I might get free and just laugh or be contented to cry. But if you can't identify, nothing stronger than a sigh will never pass your lips without pain. I've got to find somebody else, though I can't say who. Find somebody else so I can say that I'm true. Someone to pick me up, someone to carry me through and get you out of my mind. I'm gonna stick my head in the vice and squeeze myself right out of my mind. Well, thank you. A fine sentiment, isn't it? This is an old Alabama song. Maybe it's not that old. Maybe it's me. This town ain't big, this town ain't small. It's a little of both, they say. High ball club may be minor league, but at least it's AAA. We sit beside the Marlboro Man under the right field wall. We do the wave all by ourselves. Hey, a blind man could have made that call. We like our beer flat as can be. We like our dogs with mustard and relish. We got a new pitcher, what's his name? Hell, we can't even spell it. We don't worry about the pennant much. We just like to see the boys hit it deep. There's nothing like the view from the cheap seats. The game was close, we'll call it a win. We're off to toast the boys again. That local band is back in town. They got a sort of minor league sound. They're not that bad, they're not that good, but all in all it's understood. We want to dance, they want to play. We wouldn't have it any other way. We like our beer flat as can be. We like our dogs with mustard and relish. We got a new pitcher, what's his name? Hell, we can't even spell it. We don't worry about the pennant much. We just like to see the boys hit it deep. There's nothing like the view from the cheap seats. Well, the majors called up what's his name. Another building rises tall. Suddenly we're not so young. This old town don't seem so small. We like our beer flat as can be. We like our dogs with mustard and relish. We got a new pitcher, what's his name? Hell, we can't even spell it. We don't worry about the pennant much. We just like to see the boys hit it deep. There's nothing like the view. Nothing like the view. Nothing like the view from the cheap seats. Well, thank you. Well, I told you I was a sucker for songs about sports. So one more won't kill you. Not really about sports, but the song gets its name from a tree planted beside the 4th tee at the Amherst Golf Club. It's called Flowering Crab. The sun came up this morning just like any other day to start a lazy slide across the sky. Workmen in their coveralls and other passers-by, and those of us who'd come to say goodbye. I wonder how he would have liked this January day. I can almost hear the shuffle of his feet, dancing to a different tune, a different drum at least. Then in the end, just dancing with the beast. about our daily lives, commitment and career. Sometimes hard to say the things we mean. Now and then I think about a friend who once was here. Now and then indeed. I'll plant a tree where I can sit and watch the sun go by. Celebrate a January sky. Keep him in my memory for all the passers-by and everyone who comes to say goodbye. Thank you. Well, here's an interesting story, interesting to me at least. I wrote this song about 35 years ago. Managed to finish it about 15 minutes after the group I was in broke up. Fortunately, I recorded it, and just a couple years ago I found it, where I had totally forgotten it. I don't mean I forgot some of the words or the chords or a little bit of the tune. I forgot of its existence. And I kind of like it. You left a bad taste in my memory. I burned out space in my mind. I won't carry on desperately. I get along just fine. Black page in my used to be comes up time to time. I won't complain though. I won't complain, no, 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 no. I get along just fine. You didn't care to know where I chose to go, and I didn't really understand. I was home on time nearly all the time, but the shoe was on the other hand. I tried to be cool, not to act like a fool. I did everything I can. But you woke up early, put your sweat socks on, and went jogging with another man. You left a bad taste in my memory, burned out space in my mind. I won't carry on desperately, I'll get along just fine. Black page in my used to be, it comes up time to time. I won't complain though. I won't complain, no, 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 no. I get along just fine. I don't know where a good love goes, maybe just fades away, just disappears, though I'm not too clear. Old soldiers do it every day, but it happens fast. Aren't you glad you asked? You won't be when you hear me say, I've had enough of this boy-girl stuff, and I'm thinking about turning gay. You left a bad taste in my memory, I burned out space in my mind. I won't carry on desperately, I'll get along just fine. Black page in my used to be comes up time to time. I won't complain though. I won't complain, no, 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 no. I'll get along just fine. Well, thank you. tight pocket and a missing pick. Over the last couple of years, I've written a lot of songs for assigned themes. Themes of the Pioneer Valley Folklore Society. This is one of those songs. The theme this particular month was age. Typical kids in a typical time, in a typical New England town. All of our power, all of our promise, all of our defense is down. No thought of college or war, and no knowledge of failure to get in our way. Whether your life and mine ever find the same page, I'll be thinking of you as I age. Typical girl, typical boy, typical Saturday dance. And you so appealing at me with the feeling of falling in love at first glance. No way to know where the future would go, or that this might be ending one day. Whether your love and mine ever find the same page, I'll be thinking of you as I age. I'll be thinking of you while I'm lying at night in the spell of a September sky. The words will be there on the tip of my tongue, no one to hear them nearby. Typical kids in a typical time, and a feeling that won't go away. Whether your act and mine ever find the same stage, I'll be thinking of you as I age. Whether your act and mine ever find the same stage, I'll be thinking of you as I age. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Now, if you've lived in Western Massachusetts long enough, you may remember a disc jockey, a big man named Kenny Fordier, who worked professionally as Kenny the Whale. No, huh? Well, sadly, Kenny's no longer with us. But he gets mentioned a few times in this song. We're two lonely people, so let's take a chance. Put down your troubles, come out and dance. Two lonely people with no one at fault. So let's ask the fat man to play us a waltz. You only come down for a couple of days at a time. While you're around, there's no doubt in my mind that you're mine. When people just see you as something to use, you take back your love, but your heart takes a bruise. We take a licking, keep right on ticking in 3/4 time. Two lonely people, so let's take a chance. Put down your troubles, come out and dance. Two lonely people with no one at fault. So let's ask the fat man to play us a waltz. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Here we go. There's a smile on your mouth, there's a look in your eyes that I know. Two lonely people, so let's take a chance. Put down your troubles, come out and dance. Two lonely people with no one at fault. So let's ask the fat man to play us a waltz. A 3/4 kicking schmaltzy old waltz. Well, let's see here. I wrote this song. There's time for one more, so I'm going to do this one. I wrote this song for another assigned theme of the Pioneer Valley Folklore Society. And it was National Women's History Month at the time, and the theme was Strong Women. So in writing it, I borrowed a hero from my parents' generation. There are people out there who will harm you. Words are their weapon of choice. Obstacles you may run into that hide in the smoke and the noise. Well, I'm not complaining, so don't get me wrong. I'm just staring off into the blue. One day you're sitting on top of the world. Next day you're playing to lose. But if I could fly, Amelia, I've seen all the cities, I've seen all the towns. But if I could fly, Amelia, I'd never return to the ground. There were times that I needed more focus than time would allow. Times that I needed more courage, no time more pressing than now. I'd be keeping my eyes on the western horizon and chasing the sun across the sky, forgetting the sound of my life on the ground and in less than the wink of an eye. If I could fly, Amelia, I've seen all the cities, I've seen all the towns, but if I could fly, Amelia, I'd never return to the ground. Yes, if I could fly, Amelia, I've seen all the cities, I've seen all the towns, but if I could fly, Amelia, I'd never return to the ground. Thank you all very much.